Anyway, so you wanted to talk about these three young guys in particular, but not just about this game. You want
Yeah.
to talk about Moses Moody, Jonathan Kuminga, and James Wiseman. And can I just say, like, it's amazing to talk about them as guys who are like playing, because Wiseman's been hurt for so long. He's just a hypothetical,
Yeah.
but now he's actually out there. And you had a thought about these guys.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like we did a little conversation last summer or before the season. We talked about who is going to be the best player and most important in 2 years, 4 years. I just specifically this trio. I mean, let's shorten that timeline. Like who do you think is going to be most impactful of these three next season, just next season? And then who's going to be the most impactful in, let's say, 3 seasons?
Man, that's actually pretty tough. It's tough to say next season, this coming season, because there's so many holes from
Yeah.
the free
Yeah.
agents who've left, right?
And we don't know how they're going to fill that out with some minimum vets.
Exactly, because if they pick up anyone like another veteran wing, if there is one out there, or if they pick up if Pat Beverly gets cut loose and then all of a sudden he would sign for the minimum to ring chase with the Warriors, and that's another thing. But you know, because if you have Otto Porter Jr., you need his minutes to be filled, and then you have Moody and you have Kuminga, right? Moody can play 3 and 2. uh, Kuminga plays a little bit more 3 and 4, right?
Hmm.
So it really depends on who's looking better during the season, right? Because Kuminga, they said it last year, we talked about it, and even now, he looks like he has the higher ceiling, right? Uh, Moody looks more game ready, so I think it's kind of a tough call to make so early when the roster isn't complete. I think Kuminga and Moody can both play defense in different ways, right? Kuminga has the foot speed, but Moody has the crazy long arms and a little bit more technique, perhaps.
Yeah.
Moody has a better shot. Kuminga in the Warriors' flowing offense, he's the guy that like gets the screen, cuts to the basket, whereas Moody's the guy in the corner who will hit the three. And then if you talk about Wiseman, if he's up to speed, whoo boy, like can you just imagining the stuff that we saw from him his rookie year, that one Spurs game where he had like a ton of dunks, right? Where they just said, we're going to throw it up to him. This is how we're going to use him. And now that the team is actually, I mean, they won a title, right? So they're going to be one of the best teams in the league, if not the best team. Adding that in there with all these other guys, it's going to be kind of insane. But that being said, I think they'll all have some kind of impact. But
You got to choose one.
yeah, I'll go with Kuminga.
Okay.
I'll go with Kuminga. I'll go with Kuminga, largely because I think his athleticism and his ability to do a little bit what Moody does, and above the rim, a little bit what Wiseman does. I think
Hmm.
he'll have an impact, especially against more athletic players in general. What about
Yeah.
you?
Oh, he when he's in the lineup, it adds so much of
Mm-hmm.
that athleticism because they lack it so much. And Wiseman's going to do that. I mean, in terms of impactful for next season, I just think Wiseman's going to be so raw. I think he'll get regular minutes, but it's going to be tough. And I think there will be games where he gets 6 dunks or whatever. He'll score an easy 20 or something like that. And then there'll be some games where you know he gets 4 fouls in 8 minutes or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think he's going to be really inconsistent, but I would go with Moody just because more than anything, I think they trust him defensively,
Mm-hmm.
and that's their bottom line. At the end of the day, they will always go for defense, and he fits well enough with all their other pieces, size wise. He can rebound a little bit, and they like to play small anyway.